I've debated how I want to put this out there, and I just want you guys to know your safety is more important to me than brand deals. Good morning, guys. So I've been meaning to shoot a video for a long time, and like 6 months now. I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it, but I decided that I wanted to talk to you guys today because it's one of the harder moments of being sick. And I have really, really good days, and I have really, really hard days, and I decided that I would film this because I want you guys to not to feel sorry for me. Please don't. I want you guys to take this as a serious warning. I don't want you guys to get the way that I am, and a lot of people don't, and that's why it's gone so long and people haven't taken it seriously that this is a problem. Like, I just want to be better, honestly. I don't, like, I'm just telling you guys the story of how it happened and why I got into the pickle that I'm in and why I don't want you guys to get in this pickle. But I started doing epoxy cups like a year ago, and well, I started learning how to do them a year ago. I was invited out to a craft event, and they were teaching classes on how to epoxy cups, which I had never learned how to do, so I was super excited. And so we did it in a hotel lobby with no windows, no doors, no masks, and there were probably about 40 of us doing epoxy cups all at once. And I was told I was being taught by a professional. You know, this is a professional, they know what they're doing. I never even dawned on me to ask, like, how safe are the chemicals? It didn't have a smell, so I didn't really worry too much. The event was 2 days long so that we were able to let our cups cure, and the next day we could go in and finish them, and we would have enough time. By the second day of the event, I thought because I was staring at a spinner, that's why the walls were spinning. And then by the end of that day, I had a massive headache. I was feeling, my brain was like beyond foggy, like beyond fog brain. It was so bad. I was like, I can't even remember how to use a Cricut. Like, I was there to help people use the Cricut, and I really couldn't. And I was just like, I don't, like, it wasn't that I was like, couldn't, it was just like my brain wasn't connecting things. And never did I think that it was because of the epoxy. I thought I was tired. I thought it was the time change. I kept making these excuses, like, we've been in a hotel for 2 days, like, we haven't seen sunlight. So I was just making excuses. So I came home and I instantly started to do my own epoxy cups in my office, in a non-ventilated office, and I would do them all the time. I'd do them live, I'd film videos, I'd do extra. I have probably about 30 unfinished cups that got to the point of where I needed to put decals on them, but I finished a bunch of cups as well. So, like, probably did about 50 cups in total, which is a lot because you have to do like 3 or 4 different steps on each one. But I did them all in my office with the doors closed while I was doing lives and all the things. You guys have been there, you guys have seen it. And I've touched on this a little bit, but I stopped doing lives because I was just overwhelmed with life. Life has just been throwing me curveballs, big curveballs for the last 3 years. And I've just had to kind of learn to surf the life of chaos, literally, with grief and tons of stuff just going on, being cut from Cricut, tons of stuff. And so I just have been trying to ride the waves of life. And in June, I came down with what I thought was pneumonia. And it took a solid 6 weeks for me to get to the point where I could walk around my block. By 4th of July, so it was the beginning of June, by 4th of July, I had walked to a neighbor's house to watch fireworks and was winded and coughed my lungs out and had to come back home. So over a month of not even being able to walk without getting exhausted. And it got to the point where I was okay, but I got used to every morning I'd wake up and it'd be just a little bit better. And then I didn't really think about epoxy. I just thought I had pneumonia because I don't know why. And I haven't been sick in 9 years. And that's what everybody who knows me was like, you don't get sick why are you sick? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just due. I've had a really stressful few years. Like, my body's just is probably just shutting down after so much chaos in my life. And I started to feel pretty good after 2 months, and I was like, I want to do some cups. I'm feeling good. And so I pulled out my turner and I did 3 cups. And the next day I woke up with a massive migraine, which is exactly how my first bout of sickness started. And I couldn't breathe hardly. And by the end of the night, my chest felt like it had closed up on itself, and I just needed to go lay down. I've been feeling so good. I felt defeated. I was like, I'm finally getting better. Why am I getting worse? And so I was just like, I'm done. Like, this is my life. I'm just sick all the time. What is this? And so after that, I started thinking, like, what did I do? And I was like, I did epoxy. And then I started researching safety with epoxy for the first time in almost a year of doing these. I started researching if it was safe for me to be doing this. And it's not. Holy crap, it's not. I started seeing people who had died of lung cancer, who have gotten lung cancer, who have gotten chemical pneumonia. My side of the effects, which is all respiratory effects, is just half of it. There's whole groups on Facebook designated to skin rashes, to all of these things that happen. And Michaels sells this stuff. The Spinnet came out and promotes this stuff with models that have no masks on. I've watched people do hundreds of videos without masks, without respiratory stuff, without anything. So there are groups on Facebook. One is called Epoxy is Not Your Friend, and that would be a group that I suggest if you love doing epoxy cups and you just want to keep doing them. They've found other things that you can use. They've also, gone into depths of how you should do them properly. I've wanted to film a video of me showing you guys the proper ways to do epoxy with a mask, the everything. And I was like, oh, I'll just do the thumbnail with a big respirator and all these things. But I have, after researching, I'm like, I don't want to even go near epoxy for a long time until I'm fully healed, which seems like it's not gonna be anytime soon. So every 2 days, I have to take a really hot shower and clear out my lungs, basically. I just take a super hot shower and I breathe in as much as I can and I cough as much out as I can, and it hurts and it sucks and I'm so sick of it, and I'll feel like I'm better the next day, like headache's gone, lungs are clear, everything's good, and then 3 days goes by and I realize, no, it's just because you cleared out your lungs, it's damage to my lungs, and probably have burned the cilia off of my lungs so that anything that gets in my lungs can't get out. I have to literally force it out. And so like I said, today's a bad day. So I woke up and I hadn't been doing that because I was like, I'm healthy, I'm fine, my lungs feel great. And no, so they do not feel great today. And so I woke up this morning and I had to take a hot shower and clear out my lungs, and I don't think I did it well enough, so I probably have to do it again. But it's just, I needed to say this. Stop doing epoxy without a mask, without a respirator. Do them outside, wear mask. And I'm not even saying this is how you should do it. I'm just saying these are the first precautions you should take, but educate yourself. That's it. I need to get this video on the internet before I allow other people to get as sick as I did. And that's the thing, is a lot of people don't have reactions, skin reactions, or lung respiratory reactions, but when you do, you can't be exposed to it at all ever again. Now that my lungs are sensitive to it, I can't be exposed to it again because it will instantly flare up. It's just a matter of time until you develop an allergy. And the people with the skin allergies, they are covered, double gloved, all the things. I've never had a skin allergy to epoxy. I would use my bare hands. That's what, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, Oh my gosh, this is why it's so important to educate yourself before you teach on anything. There's another brand out there that people believe in, but I'm not gonna recommend anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Like, I am jumping out of the epoxy game. I might do some for fun later in life outside when my lungs are completely better, but I'm like not even looking for alternatives right now because I am just that sick. And as much as I loved them, and like my heart is like, I really wanna make a cup. And I almost want to order cups because I love them so much. Like, I see people's cups, but then I'm like, were they mixing them properly? Were they, like, is this completely cured? Because if epoxy is not completely cured, it still puts off fumes. That's terrifying. Terrifying. And that we're just like selling this stuff in craft stores and teaching people that it's okay to just teach other people to do it and not care at all about your health. So I am gonna put this on the internet. I don't care. Your health is far, far more important to me than any brand relationship I have. So I am just gonna put that out there for your safety. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm with you. I really love doing cups. I want to do cups, but I'm not doing cups anymore. I'm not selling the Spin-It. I'm not promoting the Spin-It. I'm not promoting cup turners. I'm not doing any of it because I refuse to do it uneducated. So I would educate yourself. Those groups are great. If you want to keep doing them, educate yourself. Prepare to spend a lot of money on stuff to make sure that you're safe, but it's all in all worth it. So let's move on to other things, okay? We could do this. All right, love you guys, bye.